Welcome back to the channel. We finally got the Skyline back, and as you can see, there's a lot of differences on the exterior of the car. I'll go into it a little more in detail later on in the video, but for now you can see the car is wide bodied and looking a lot more aggressive than it was before. So for now we're going to install these HKS Hipermax coilovers. I'll run you guys through the process, and we're also going to slap on a set of 18 by 10.5 TE37s to fill in the new body kit. Let's start off by taking off the back seats and gaining access to the top of the rear coilovers. Alright, so now we're going to jack up the rear of the car and get to work on the rear coilovers. Let's give it a couple of inches clearance, and let's see if we can get some jack stands in there. Alright, so now that we've got the wheel off, we'll work on getting the inside hardware off first, and then I'm gonna hit some of this with some iron remover. All right, so back inside the car, the top of the coilover hardware is in here in this little crevice. Same thing on both sides, so we'll get those off first and then we'll work on the bottom. Part of the fun is seeing what kind of tool combination is gonna work for us to get that hardware off. So I'm gonna try a ratchet first, see if we can get it in there. If that doesn't work, we'll try a ratchet wrench, ultimately not trying to remove this top shelf. Looks like we're on the first one there. That wasn't too bad. First nut off. Right, so let me show you guys what's going on here that makes this outboard a little harder. You see it right under the seat belt reel there, so it is in a tough spot. All right, so I was able to get a deep well socket in there. Not ideal, it's not perfectly straight on there, but I did get the nut loose. So now we got all the hardware off up here. Let's get to the bottom. All right, 17 on the head, 17 on the nut. Slap that bad boy on the impact. And I'm gonna use this box end wrench on the other side. Easy peasy. Let's see how we get this bad boy out of it. Looks like we have plenty of clearance on the bottom. There we go. Nice and easy. Very nice. There she is. Full of white dust from the body shop. Old Tane type flex. All right, before we go any further, I'm going to spray some of this iron remover. Right, so HKS does label these left and right, so we'll make sure we got the right one here. So we're working on the left side of the car, so we're going to get the left coilover. So I will say this is a pretty nice set. Comes with all the instructions, warranty guide. Got the spanner wrenches. And then it's got these for the rear, which is super neat. So you can adjust your dampening without having to remove the seat. We'll get all that in there now. One thing I'm super grateful here is comes with the instructions in English. So usually when I order these parts from Japan, I get the Japanese instruction manual and have to use my Google Translate to kind of figure it out, but this is pretty neat. All right, so going through the instructions, it does want you to drill a hole on the shelf to get these adjusters in through there. So I did remove the shelf. It wasn't that bad. And wants you to put that right around here. So that's what we're gonna do. Just right, perfect. There we go, perfect. All right, now that's done. Let's continue outside the car. All right, so just comparing the two. Height from factory, the rears are gonna drop 1.2 inches and the front's gonna drop 1.6 inches. So we're gonna try it out like that. We're putting a much more aggressive wheel setup on there. So we'll go with the as shift and we'll adjust from there. All right, here you're gonna wanna go in bottom end first and make sure you don't hit the bumper. Also make sure you don't hit or scratch up the coilover since it's a brand new part. And we'll line it up with the holes up top. Okay, let's take a breather. All right, let's go ahead and tighten up the hardware from in here. Oh man, it's much easier with the shelf out. Just go. All right. You guys at a real angle to give you a knuckle buster there, but not bad. All right, let's finish up on the outside. Just the opposite of what we did before. All right, let's go. So let's look at the difference in width and offset. Look at that tire way sunken in. I mean, I know it's floating in the air right now, but you'll get the idea. All right, so now I'm just gonna repeat the steps over on the driver's side. All right, putting the back seat back together. Slide this bad boy in here. Gotta get the seat belts. Understand why this guy just blasted me with the leaf blower. Bruh. Right. It's on there. Now look at the seat bottom. Seat bottom involves a little more squeezing. So I don't know if you guys saw, there's like a big spoon type lip in the center here, and you got to get that under the back of the top. And once it's in, it's nice and secure. You put back your two 12mm bolts at the bottom of the seat. All right. All right, so the car's so low up front that not even my low ramps fit under the front lip there. So I'm gonna try doing them up in reverse. See if this works. All right, so it worked. I didn't want to record going up the ramps because I feel like when you record this kind of stuff, that's when disasters happen. All right, so sort of running out of daylight here. So I'm just gonna speed run through this. looking for driver's side, which is right. This one's left. So this one is right. Here it is in all its glory. I'll say it's a nice quality piece. Alright, so this came with some pretty nice hardware for the ABS wire harness. So I got that on there. Let's go get it on the car. So as I finished the front driver's side, I stopped recording. As I checked the fitment, the front tire was rubbing on the top of the knuckle arm, as you can see here. So I pressed forward and put it all together anyways, and I put the SSR Professor SB1s back on the front and took the car out for a spin. It handled amazing and honestly looked kind of cool with the mix match set of wheels. So I put the car back in the garage, ordered some tires, and that week while I was waiting for the tires, disaster struck once again on the car. So the rear set of the SSR Professors, I hung them on the wall and one of them fell and hit the front fender. Freshly painted car, not even a week out of the body shop. So I took it as a blessing that it wasn't any worse. And luckily I called the body shop and he was able to get the car up within that week. The 285/35 squared setup didn't really fit in the front. The front tires were touching the knuckle arms on the top, so they would roll whenever the wheel was straight, but if I would turn the wheel at all, they would rub. And so I ordered a pair of 265/35s. We're gonna slap those on and hopefully the fitment will work. We'll see. Kind of just want to go over what's changed on the car. As you can see, it looks completely different from when we last did a few mods to it. So let's go over what's changed on it. So for starters, up here we've got a front mount intercooler. So I did the Greddy front mount before sending it off to the body shop. Then everything else was done at the body shop. So we've got an R-Tune style front bumper, auto select front splitter. We got the Z-Tune carbon hood. We got some Z-Tune carbon fenders. We freshened up the headlights with white square lenses. They look as good as OEM. If you see through the grill here, I put some of those Nismo sports horn. We got the Nismo corner lights, TE37s, and I'll show you guys around the car. So when we last left off, I had some fitment issues with the tires, so I had tried to put a set of 285/35s up front. They were too wide. They rubbed on the knuckle arm on the top side. Went over, swapped them for a set of 265/35s up front, and that did the trick. So now I have full clearance. I can turn the wheel full lock both ways and have no rubbing issues. I didn't want this car to look completely stanced out or anything like that. I wanted it to be a little more aggressive, and I feel like this wheel and drop combination achieved that. I didn't cover this in any of the previous videos, but I did put a set of Project Mu rotors and pads in there. I freshened up the brake calipers. I painted them blue. They kind of reminded me of the Calsonic blue, so I like that look. It made them pop, and they look good under the TEs. So these TEs are powdered chrome, which gives it more of a polished aluminum look. I like how it looks. Here in the rear of the car, we've got the Freedom Design R34 GTR rear spoiler. It's a really, really good quality aftermarket piece. It looks almost OEM down to the hardware. It's got the carbon fiber insert. I mean, it even has the little rubber isolators. You never see any of the aftermarket pieces with those rubber isolators. Also in the rear, I put the 78 Works LED taillights. I like how they almost look like the R35 with the red rings. They're super bright at night. I mean, they pop. They make the back of the car pop. They look great. And of course, we've got the OEM R34 GTR rear bumper. Very difficult to find nowadays since I believe it's been discontinued. And next up, we're gonna have some of the R34 spats coming here soon. But that's the rear end of the car for now. Well, guys, that's it for now. So tell me what you guys think of the car, how it's looking so far. Give me your opinions, whether you like it, dislike it, however you feel. I mean, it's the internet's a safe place for you to share your opinion. But no, seriously, tell me what you think, and stay tuned. I've got some more things coming for it. Next, we're going to start diving into the interior. We're going to start diving into the engine. As always, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. Like the video, subscribe if you like the content. I've got a lot more coming. And I promise I'm working on making more videos and uploading more videos more often. During the making of this video, I lost one of my really close friends, near and dear to my heart, one of the few guys that I've grown up with. And I wanted to dedicate this video to him. So I'll see you on the other side, Johnny. Love you.